Morning float your boats, peeps. Well, 4 of you, 5, doesn't matter. I'm giving myself a bit of a challenge. It's Wednesday today. I got racing on Sunday. I have a perfectly good boat. I got this boat from this amazing gentleman called Jim. He was cleaning out his workshop. I picked up a few things from him, so you'll see his boats coming up, as well as a beautiful drill press, which I'll do a separate video putting that together. So this is his boat. I originally got this because I thought it's not going to work, but it's so light. I'll get some scales, but it is so light, and I guess it's a monohull hydroplane.
If you happen to actually know the name of this hull, I would love to find out, because I've searched heaps online and I cannot find a thing.
It's got a nice stepped hull.
Leave it in the comments.
Really nice front profile. It's all made out of super thin balsa. Show you how crazy light this is. Okay, ready? 184 grams. Less than 200 grams for a hull, which is just ballparking 40 centimeters long, still with structure inside of it. You know, it's not just hollow, it has got some structure. I'll be adding a little bit more.
At this point, I didn't realize how wrong I would be.
But the whole concept of this is I'm giving myself a challenge. Oh look, oh no, rudder's on the ground. But I chucked it in the bath this morning to see if it would even float, and I thought, let's just see how much weight can this take, because I've made many mistakes before, because that's how you learn, and put too much weight into boats and they sink and sit too low in the water and just don't perform. So I put a boat onto, I'm gonna have to get heavier scales. Sorry. That was sitting in the tub. I first put Amy's old boat on it, because I figured that has servos, big brushless, it's got everything, battery to run, and I thought that's bare essentials, you know. So the plan is, it's Wednesday today. I'm gonna go in a hobby store. I'm gonna get, because it's full of cracks, gotta go see if I can piece this together. I really want to go brushless, because better. But let's see. I don't want to spend any money on this. Maybe a battery, but really nothing else. So my unorganized parts bin. Okay, so there's a little 30 amp controller, so it's got the small plugs. I'm lazy and I don't want to have to, what's that got? An adapter for the bigger battery connector. 30 amp will be fine. So let's see, let's just start to make a little pile. So there's a speed controller. There's a motor. That's nice and light. little outrunner. It's a 1950 kV, so nothing ridiculous. Perfect. Motor mounts. I don't know if I've got one small enough for that motor. I have to have a look. Engine controller. Motor controller, sorry. I'm a car guy. Motor mount. This boat, which has a nice platform, a good battery mount, good servo mount, and also I'm thinking of using this prop and this flex tube, and maybe even this motor, this fake motor, because it's nice and light. I might try and use as much of this boat as possible. I might do that. I might try and mount that motor on the back of the boat. This isn't a motor, by the way. This is just a mock-up. It's really just a rudder. Could probably even just take the motor off to save weight, the cover off to save weight, because it's got water pickup and a new little brass bit. But I've got, let's try and make this happen, and we'll document along the way. It will need a turn fin. Oh, I'm zooming in on myself. Ooh. I'm here at my favourite local hobby store, Ace Radio Controlled Models and Hobbies in Midland. Shout out. I won't film in there just out of respect, but maybe in the future I can show you some of the stuff they have. They're actually they went away from boat stuff, and now they're just starting to get some bits back in, which is good. So it's hard to get stuff local, so when you can, it's awesome. Okay, we are back from the hobby store. Managed to use my voucher my lovely work gave to me before I left for my Christmas present. So I got myself a new Fly Sky, which I'll do an unboxing of. I wanted something without all the digital screens, and yes, I know they're good and you can control throttle rates, and I've played with that and it's cool, but sometimes I want basic sometimes, you know. Technology's great, but sometimes I just want to adjust my throttle that way with a little dial. Bit of balsa. Got this adorable old character ready for the boat. He's got his little life vest on. How good is he? Don't know how old he is, but he is rocking that 70s helmet. Love him. And a little canopy, nice and flat. Yeah, nice and low profile. These are the bits I got from the hobby store and Bunnings this morning from the project. Very start. As you can see, it's got a very old drive shaft in it that comes straight out. What I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna dismantle this parts boat and use the curved drive shaft with the straight outlet and run a flex tube. So I'm hoping that I can mount basically that whole plastic mount in there, and go from there. So let's start dismantling.